There have been so many people who have helped me see Jesus throughout my life and while I've been growing up. I think it's kind of interesting giving my testimony because pretty much all of you in the church have had a significant impact on my faith. I know this is supposed to be fairly brief testimonies, and it would probably take hours if I could go like each individual person and explain how you've strongly impacted me in my faith. I got saved when I was pretty young. I was 4 years old. So how it happened is my friend Bobby Kuhn came over and we were hanging out, and he told me that he had asked Jesus in his heart and he was really excited about it. Even as a 4-year-old, he was just like powerful witness for Jesus Christ. And of course, as a little kid, I was very, very jealous about this. Like, how come Bobby can have Jesus in his heart but not me? And like, I want to be cool like that. So I went to my mom, and she like got out she has a really big study Bible. She like got out her study Bible and was reading me all the verses, Romans 3:23, Romans 6:23, and explaining to me what it means to get saved and how to become a child of God. And being a 4-year-old, I didn't understand like all the impact of this, but I understood that I was a sinner and that I needed Jesus. I needed to have faith in Jesus Christ in order to be saved, and I became a child of God that day. Being saved at a young age was kind of challenging for me because I didn't have that huge change, that drastic change in my life, and I would have a lot of doubts if I was really saved, or does Jesus really love me? Is like, am I even a Christian or not? And I really struggled with that for a while. And now I have assurance that I know if I die right now, as Pastor Mark always says, I'd be absent from the body and present with the Lord. But growing up, that was something I really struggled with, and I remember 2 conversations that really helped me with that. One was with my grandpa. I remember I was telling him that I was like scared. I'm scared to die, Grandpa. Like, what if I die? And he always says, Alex, I'm not afraid to die. I just don't really want to be there when it happens. That's what he always says. But basically, he was reminding me that when we're in Christ, we don't need to fear death, because as long as we believe that the Bible is true, then we have no reason to fear death, because to die is gain. And another conversation that was really helpful to me was with my dad. I was telling him, I was like, Dad, like, what if I'm not saved? I'm not really sure if I'm saved or not. I've probably prayed like the sinner's prayer like over 100 times. I just like always pray all the time. Like, I just need to double check. Like, maybe if I just ask Jesus in my heart like one more time, this will be like the magic time, and I'll be like for real saved this time. And I was talking with my dad about like my worries about this, and he explained it to me. He was like asking Jesus in my heart over and over again, and keep not being sure that I'm really saved would be the same as if he wasn't sure if he was really married to my mom. He's like, what if every morning I woke up and I'd just be like, Lori, I just want to make sure that we're like actually married, just to double check that we're married, and which I just propose to your mom every day. Like, that would just be foolish, right? That'd be silly, because we're already married. Like, we already made that covenant on our wedding day. So that just helped me understand that I don't need to keep being worried about this. And that was helpful to me. So growing up at going to Allendale Baptist Church has been really amazing, and I went through the Awana program, and that was really impactful to me. Got all those Awana verses memorized, and I didn't think about it a lot during Awana, but now like there'd be so many random times where a situation will come up and I'll just like have a verse just come to my mind, and I would be like, I didn't even know that I remembered that verse, but it comes to you. And of course I went to the youth group here, and that's been really impactful to me to grow in my faith. So something that I've been working through recently in my faith is that I've been thinking a lot about how do people see me. I read something about how we're not supposed to be lukewarm Christians, and I think a lot of times I can be a lukewarm Christian, and I wonder, like, do people see me as the sarcastic comment guy, or like when people see me, can they see from my words and my actions that I am a true born again follower of Jesus Christ? Because that's how I want people to see me. Jesus changes everything.